Lieutenant Governor Matos, thank you so much for recognizing that there are deep and structural issues in Rhode Island, as there are around the country, around the production of affordable and accessible housing, and for conducting these conversations, a series of them with stakeholders, to make sure that we are surfacing the policies that will get us there, and for taking actions, Lieutenant Governor, that are getting us there. Governor McKee, thank you for ensuring that this is a major priority for our administration and for guiding us to find the resources wherever we need to in order to advance the cause and in order to ensure that individuals who are currently homeless are not any longer. And in a very short period of time, thank you for enabling us to mobilize and to make all of this possible. There was another announcement yesterday, of course, regarding masking and vaxxing. And I want to make this overall comment about the things we're discussing this week. Rhode Island is in the midst of a strong economic recovery. And the policies that the governor and lieutenant governor and health director put in place yesterday, I believe, will help secure that recovery, because we will ensure that Rhode Islanders remain safe and that consumers can confidently shop and investors can continue to make their funding commitments and enable development. Those things are enormously important to the economic recovery. Two other things. One is they're important in that the development that occurs will include housing and will incorporate more affordable housing, which is part of that structural solution. That's the first point. And the second point I want to make about our economic recovery is that as across the country, in Rhode Island, it is an uneven recovery. And there are many Rhode Islanders who continue to suffer. There are small businesses that continue to struggle, and there are individuals who are having an enormously hard time. There should be no Rhode Islanders who are without a roof. It should not be the case, and the COVID crisis has exacerbated the conditions that have existed for a long time in Rhode Island, and that lead to homelessness. So we're very pleased to be at the point where we can do more, and we must stay at it. In these tough times and in what will be perceived as the good times that follow, we must stay at it to ensure that we prevent and eliminate homelessness. There's been an incredible effort here under Governor McKee to get this job done. You've heard the facts. I want to repeat the main ones because we should all feel like we're making progress and yet stay at it. And those figures are, we're adding up to 130 beds for Rhode Islanders experiencing homelessness, and 20 more beds for COVID-positive individuals who are currently homeless for that Q&I facility that the governor has explained very well. To be clear, because we're opening up this Q&I facility, there will be still more beds that open up in the pre-existing homeless centers. So dozens more beds will become available beyond the 150 that I just referenced for individuals who are currently homeless. So this is a situation that will continue to get better in terms of the number of beds that are available to individuals who are struggling in this way. Even that is not enough, and as the governor and lieutenant governor have stated, we will remain focused on more solutions. This has been a terrific effort, and I want to offer some more recognition and then come back to this point about addressing the structural issues around housing under this governor. I want to thank the providers who are making this possible one more time, because we've seen the tirelessness, the devotion, the advocacy, and the action. So Eileen Hayes of Amos House, bless you. It's amazing what you're undertaking. Nick Horton, phenomenal work at Open Doors. Laura Jaworski at House of Hope, really remarkable. We're so very, very grateful. Also, they may not be here right now, but Karen Santilli of Crossroads, just terrific, and Jennifer for your every single day hard work, right at it, coordinating us and moving us forward. What a remarkable effort. I do want to add some government officials to this list so that you all know. Hannah Moore, our new Assistant Secretary of Commerce, is a maestro on these housing and homelessness issues for the broad administration team and is doing an incredible job on this in many fronts. Hannah Moore, thank you. You're already living up to your new title. Mike Tondra and Mary Rose Mensa are terrific professionals at the Office of Housing and Community Development. They can't be here today, but they've been hard at it. And Kim Ahern from the governor's office, also, though not here at the moment, I believe, is doing a phenomenal job. Liz Tanner stepped up, as the governor said, and helped us identify sites. Eileen, thank you for assigning someone to work with us even over the weekends to check out Memorial Hospital. Liz and Hannah and I wanted to see it with our own eyes, that reopening a previously closed facility could be safe and functional. And with your help, Eileen, Liz and Hannah, we were able to do some site visits firsthand and make sure that it got going. These are illustrations of what this phenomenal team has been able to do. Let me conclude by talking about the structural problem of affordable housing in our state. Rhode Island has historically produced bonds that on a periodic basis enable us to build a modest amount of affordable housing in spurts, in clusters. Now, it's better than no program, but the past two governors, under the implementation of Governor McKee, have recognized that it is not enough. And the General Assembly, the Speaker and Senate President, have recognized we need a steady funding stream beyond these periodic bonds that are on the ballot for the electorate to ensure we have a permanent way to support the production of affordable housing, including permanent supportive housing for people who have the highest need. We've got to stay at this. So with the most recent bond, we did an in-memory record amount of allocation under Governor McKee of $31 million for housing developments across our state that are affordable, a recent allocation in recent record time, perhaps altogether record time. We need to do more of that. We need to bulk up. So we need this down payment that, with great thanks to the Speaker and Senate President, is moving through the General Assembly now, moving through committee, which will provide capacity at the Office of Housing and Community Development and will provide yet more $29 million in more funding for these structural solutions, including $1.5 million more for homelessness and related challenges and issues among our residents. So we must continue to offer these resources and deploy them, and we're so proud that all of our constituent participants in this effort, government officials, nonprofits, all of these organizations and individuals have been able to get us to this point where we're at 150 plus beds being committed to right today. Thank you to one more person, Neil Steinberg. What he did, people have been referring to it. What Neil did is we talk all the time about all manner of problems and challenges, and Neil's always available to us. God bless him for that. We called Neil and we said, Neil, we've got a hotel that's got to come online. We've got to front load that payment. We know government can move pretty fast, but we need it instantly. And can the foundation do it? And yet again, Neil said yes and provided a bridge grant. Neil, you call it a recoverable grant. So it's a loan, but in the form that moves fastest. And thank you for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone who participated in this, bless you for helping us get to this point.